In this video, I'm going to be going over the best LinkedIn outreach script that you can use if you're a marketing agency owner and you're looking to book meetings, sign clients, scale your agency using LinkedIn as a platform. So this is the exact script that I use for my marketing agency clients, and this is what we've used to book over 300 meetings in the last few months using LinkedIn alone. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Welby. I'm the founder of ETL Digital. We partner with established marketing agencies to help them add an extra $50,000 to $100,000 per month within around 6 to 9 months by building our client acquisition machine. So to get straight into the video, what I'm going to start by doing is outline the 3 things that you have to have in place before you even start using outreach with a script. And if you don't have these things in place, it really doesn't matter what you say or anything, you won't get results. So please focus on these 3 things before you even start sending any messages. Now, the first thing that you need to have in place is an understanding that people care more about how you look than about what you say. So you could reach out to a business right now, promise them to make $1 million in the next month, they pay nothing upfront, and they only pay you after the $1 million hits their bank account. But if you have no website, no profile picture, no banner, no case studies, no online presence at all, and nobody knows who you are, they're not going to trust you. They're not going to buy from you. They're not going to want to talk to you. Why? Because you look like a bot. You look like a spammer. So most people ignore this completely. Most of the agency owners I consult with, they run outreach campaigns with no profile picture, nothing on their profile, no about section or anything. And they ask why they don't get results. So obviously we understand the problem here. It's not your message, but your appearance. So what you need to do before you send any message on LinkedIn specifically is clean up your profile. Have a clear profile picture, professional headshot at least, no pictures at parties, no drunk pictures. Have a banner explaining what you do, headline explaining what you do, filled out about section, as many case studies as humanly possible on your profile, and just a clean profile in general. Make sure you have this in place before you do anything else. Right, number 2, the next thing that we need to understand is why people do anything, right? Why is someone going to reply to your message? Why would someone book a meeting with you? Why would someone buy from you? And what we need to understand is people only do things because it benefits them. That's really it. It benefits them in the way it makes them feel, or what they get from it will be useful for them. So the question I like to ask is, why do people donate to charities? Is it because they are super altruistic? Is it because they love giving back? Is it because they're such great people? Or does it make them feel good? I think it's the second option. So if that's the case, if we assume that this is true, people only do things that benefit them, right? Then what we need to do is position what we're offering and position ourselves as something that will benefit them. So what we need is an offer that benefits them. So the outcome of what we do should be solving the main problem that they have. And in most cases, the businesses that we're dealing with are needing either more sales or they're needing more clients or new customers. These are the main things. So we can solve these problems and state it specifically in what we do instead of saying we help businesses. What does that even mean? We need to say we help whatever niche you're serving to get this outcome in this time frame using this method. The more specific you can be, the more confidence people will have in working with you and wanting to actually reply to your messages, get onto a call with you, and eventually buy from you. Right, thirdly, the final thing that we need to understand is that people buy from people that they trust. Right, people buy from people that they trust. So if this is the case, then there's really 2 ways that we can build trust on LinkedIn with our audience. So the first way is the first step and the second step. We need to look professional and we need to have something that they want. By having something that they want, specifically, it shows that we understand their problems and that we can actually help them, or at least increases the likelihood of us being able to help them. And firstly, we need the actual profile to look good. We need to look professional. It just shows that we can actually do what we're saying that we can do. So that's the first way, just looking professional. The second way is creating valuable content that can actually help your audience. So by providing value every single day, by showing up on their feeds every single day, providing value, people will automatically trust you. Because if they can use what you're providing, put it into practice and see results, they will love you. They will trust you, and they will be much, much, much more likely to actually respond or take action based on some of the things that you want them to do, like replying, get onto calls, making sales, all of that. So before doing any sort of outreach, make sure you have these 3 things in place. And if you don't have these 3 things, then you probably won't get great results. Right, so what I'm going to do now is share my screen with you, and we're going to go through the actual script that I've been using to get these sorts of results. Now, I want to give a quick warning before I do it. Most people see this script and they ask me, is this it? Like, why is it so simple? Why is it such a little? And the response is that the first three things that I mentioned matter way more than the script. So once you have these three things in place, honestly, just by stating what you do, people will be interested and people want to talk to you. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and we can go through it. Right, so over here I have the LinkedIn outreach script that we've used to book over 300 meetings and what you can test straight away. Right, like I said, it's extremely simple. Over here is the initial message that you can use. You obviously need to change this to your niche and change it based on the prospect. So, hey name, would you be open to offer? So what I personally used was, hey John, would you be open to adding an extra $50,000 to $100,000 per month to your agency within around 6 to 9 months? That's it, right? It's extremely simple, extremely easy, and then what you really want is them to say yes. Then you offer more information, then they say yes again, then you send like your pitch, what you do, and then that should get them onto a call. Right? Very simple, no long conversations or anything like that. And some key points, instead of asking, would you want to get on a call, you just ask if they'd be open to this. Not would they like to, would they be open to it? And then we're not asking for we're not making big asks. We're not asking them to get onto a call, we're not asking them to buy. We're just asking if they'd be open to this. And then some additional notes. You can improve the results drastically by sending this exact message as a voice note or a video message. So if you want to do this on LinkedIn, you need your phone, but what you want to do is literally just record yourself saying this. It's like, hey name, hope you're doing great. Just wanted to send this quick voice note to check if you'd be open to adding an extra $50,000 to $100,000 per month to your agency within around 6 to 9 months without ad spend. If you'd be open to hearing more, just let me know and I'll send over some more information. That's literally what I'm using right now, working extremely well. Same with video, it's going to allow you to stand out as opposed to everyone sending messages. If you really, really don't have the time, then send it as text, and you can send more. But I assume if you don't have clients, then you probably have the time to do this. Who knows? Then obviously adjust the name and the offer to your prospect that you're reaching out to and your offer. And follow the framework instead of just copying it word for word. A lot of people are just going to see this and copy and paste the exact thing, which is fine. But what you want to do is just keep the framework in mind. It's a question-based outreach. So basically what it is obviously greeting them, but beyond this, it's just asking a question to gauge if they'd be interested in what you offer. So another one would be, hey name, would you be able to handle 15 more clients in the next 30 days? Or 15 more appointments in the next 30 days? Then they say yes or no. Another one would be, hey name, would you be open to hearing more about how we could double your sales within the next 60 days? And they say yes. Right? Follow the framework instead of copying it word for word. By all means, you can copy it. Most people are going to copy it. So, anyways. Then you want to follow up with non-responses. So obviously not everyone's going to reply. So around 2 days later, can say something like, hey name, did that voice note go through? This is my favorite one. Honestly, you can say anything. The follow-ups really don't matter too much at all. 3 days later, you can say, I like this one too. You say name with a question mark, their name. Obviously, don't type name, right? Their name with a question mark. Then you go to gifts and you type in like a waiting or something. And you can use that like Mr. Bean one. There's a lot of them. Just pick a funny one. You could even type in the GIF section, you could type in their name and it'll have a GIF with their name in it, which is really cool. Works very well. So yeah, that's really the outreach script. Very simple, very easy to do, very easy to use. Now use it.